Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down. Down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Ready. Pittsburgh. 3, Mike. Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
53, Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, tank.
On second and a long way to go. Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Murray now. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
A big gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 49. Check 56. Pull it. Half. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Arm.
Well, here we go on 4th down with Murray. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
8 yards on the pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Quentin Williams. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check, check, lucky, check. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53. Here we go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Let's go, let's go. Go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 50. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Murray flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Murray, and that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So first and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Taylor. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They go play action here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Murray again, second and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get the ball. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
A final shot before half from Murray. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on second and 14. Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
The gain of 12 brings up third down and 2.
Now Murray off play action. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 13.
Out.
Play fake. Murray finding Knox there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Pick up the ball. He's checking. He's checking.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch the shift. 53 is the mic. 53.
To throw is Jackson. This is the tight end fan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. That's a 39-yard line.
Go. He's coming.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety boot of Baker there to force the incompletion. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 22, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Fielded just inside the 30. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Again, it's Elliott. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shrimp that ball. Joker, Joker. Kill.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Hey, defense. Let's go. Go. 53 to Mike.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Mike. 53. Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. This one into the hands of Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. They start on the ground with Elliott.
I got you, boy.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 29, Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just need
rush coming, and he's taken down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I got him. That's me. Drive on. 56. Mike, 56. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Hatchet. Yeah. 56 to Mike.
Throwing now is Murray. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Six, right there, 56. Rabbit. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Yeah. Hey.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
100 yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, no man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, no man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 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 They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate.
Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Check, 55, come on.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, it's Gurley. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw on second down, Lawrence. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 36. On first and 10, Lawrence. And this is Cook with a grab. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make our score of 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll have a first down past the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Mahomes now on first down. Incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. 198. Watch 98.
Now Mahomes. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bengals 14. Buccaneers 7.
Yellow. Put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 24. Check 24. Hey, exit. 5.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch exit. Watch 98.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a give, right side. Taylor. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Gronkowski, the intended target. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Sponge. No. He's coming. Double up. 57. He's coming. Double up. 43. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Yo, go. Rush in. 20.
The give to Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So he scrambled right but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yes, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Stop your
15.
31, chap 31.
Yellow.
80 weapon.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Bengals 49. Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Yellow.
They'll come out in the pistol. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Seibert's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
On the ready.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Target. Tighten up.
General West.
Check it backer. Check 37.
Hey, Zoo. Ready.
Now Gurley. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
61, match box, lock it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ross. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Taylor. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's got his tight end Fant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Double tight, double tight. Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Mahomes on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
Watch 2.
Here we go.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Vino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. Skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat life too good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.